Okay, so now that we're back, I'm sorry for that. All I was stating was LFs in the game, they continue to come out, and as long as they continue to come out, they shake up the meta at times. It depends. Is there LFs that are hit or miss? Yes. We have had LFs that did really change the meta, but had their little time to shine. We have other just regular sparking or extreme units who shook up the meta, even the smallest bits. One of my favorite extreme units to shake up meta would be this team. Now, I know that's only Yamcha in particular, but I like this team in particular. This team to me holds its own, and I'm not saying that they need an LF, but I'm just saying it'd be nice to actually have one. I think it'd be more for the fan portion or the tag portion than less of a I guess content wise. I guess that's where it kind of sits. I know you can make content out of pretty much anything, let's be honest. But that's kind of my thoughts when it comes to those characters. Another LF, Frieza, at the time period makes sense. It makes a lot more sense than you kind of would think you would, because I'm not saying that, where's he at? I'm not saying that this Frieza can't hold his own anymore, but I am saying that this Frieza in particular is aging. He is. He very much is aging, and it's understandable why they would change it. Understandable why they would give us a new one. Fine. We don't need a Zenkai for him. We have a Zenkai for him, don't we? Yes, we have a Zenkai for him. So it's kind of cool and everything, but I don't know. From looking at what teams need it at the moment, I don't really think they need it, because you really don't need to be the best player to get a green card and just activate it almost anytime you're in danger of getting hit. And then continuously using it, and then, fighting along just at random, just attacking. I don't know. But I don't know. This could be just me just randomly talking, because GT at the point, as I'm recording at this moment, at this time, at this day, they're really good. The GT has always been in the range of good, and that's pretty much it. They've only been considered good, and that's kind of scary to say, because looking at every other team who's been in the tier of broken and been the team to use, GT's been good. They've had moments of shining. I don't have the LF. I don't have him. I heard he wasn't really that good anyway, and it's kind of a shame that he came out the way he did, because I would have preferred him to come out. I would have arranged his time to come out a little bit probably after, would have been replacing the Gohan. Why? Because I think GT does need the time to shine a little bit more than just a little bit and moving on to another team. The only reason I'm saying this for GT isn't just because I like to use a GT team. No, it's because looking at the passive GT, they have some good characters that can still stand up to today's meta, but some of them are lacking in the power department. They lack in an department of lasting very long. Hence, Super Baby Part 2. See? I forgot what he's called on this game. So I know he's a blue unit, right? Him. This one. He actually does. Oh, Super Baby 2. Sorry. But this character actually does really well in PvP, high or low level players. He's actually extremely sturdy at times, and his green card really does a good pushback if you need it at the moment. Other than that, he's not that bad of a character, but he is like, the damage side of things. Now, you kind of look at this one in particular, who's not really lacking anything at the moment outside of a little more time to shine. Because let's be real, I know the time period, it probably would say we had a few more days than I probably would think we did, but that's kind of what it is at the moment. That's kind of how it is. It's kind of what everything's looking like. That GT's kind of getting buried again very easily. It's kind of funny, but also not for me in particular. Um, I don't know. Having another Frieza is fine and everything. It's not the worst thing to happen to the game. It's really not. It's just kind of weird, to say the least. It kind of really is. It's kind of weird, to say the least, about um stuff like this. Like looking at other people who are slightly in the Frieza Force or can be used next to Frieza, like him. He isn't really too bad of a character. He's actually a kind of well balanced character. Not too good on defensive wise, but really good on attack wise. Has he aged a bit? Yes. He wasn't a dead on arrival character, but he really was much needed at the time period of looking at Turles. You see, stuff like that is kind of where I kind of look at a lot of these characters as much needed. GT has been pushed back a lot. And don't get me wrong, a lot of other teams have been pushed back a lot, but you have to understand, a lot of these didn't in particular need it. Looking at all these tags, I'm sorry. Shall we go look at the tags? Let's look at the tags. All these tags. Do they need it? Not necessarily, but because Vados is already still in this. She's still in this. Let's go to God Destruction. Maybe God Destruction's needed. No, funny enough, Champa's still in this. He is still in this. And of course you can't forget, since we're going there, let's go with God Key, shall we? God Key never really left, as you can tell. Look at all the God Key units and look at how many variations you can do to keep them alive. Now, you could say the same thing for GT characters, but we'll go to Super Saiyan 4s in particular. These are the characters that you mainly will see. Him Zenkai, though. Him in particular, Zenkai. But you could see him without the Zenkai. He still holds his own. He doesn't have a Zenkai, but he's actually still good. Him, debatable. He's actually really good to have with this team, but that's that. Now, oops, let me go back because I gotta change so I don't just. Okay. Minion. Wait, what's Minion? What about the Minion team? They need help. We need more minions. Oh wait, will they count as minions? No, they won't count as minions. No, they won't. But I'm not mad that we have another lineage of evil member joining. Not necessarily mad. I'm only missing one lineage of evil in particular. So don't really have a problem with it. It's just that it's not really needed at the moment, but also it is. I think a lot of times good time periods would be I think releasing characters at certain particular times really does help with the game. The reason being is because, let's put it like this. We just got done with the anniversary at this point. We're pretty much, at this point, we're out of the anniversary thing. We're out of we're getting close to out of the 3 months of anniversary that we normally get, or half the year of anniversary until we're officially out. But, the thing with all of this right here, with all these characters and everything, all these tags and everything, is that, as you can tell, a lot of these will be forgotten about. A lot of these will be pushed aside, for better, bigger, badder characters. So, as you can see, I'm looking at Fusion, and I'm just like, look at Fusion. Fusion's good at the moment. They've been good. They have characters that have been broken for way too. Oh wait, he doesn't count as Fusion? He's not here. Why? What? Wait. What? We're missing a blue character. We're missing a few characters on here. What the fudge? So you tell me they don't count as fusions? I get that you're trying to separate them, but no, that makes no sense. No. So wait, whoa. I get that. Pataro, that's different from, but they're really a whole separate thing. This must have been recent because I'm pretty sure this would have all counted at first. Because I was talking to my brother about him in particular, and they were like, how he counted as a fusion. Yeah. Huh. I mean, I guess it's okay to separate them. I guess. I mean, it makes for different team dynamics and everything, I guess, but it's my point still stands that do we really need the freeze at the moment? Yes and no. We didn't necessarily need this freeze. I'm just going through teams at this point and just kind of running through my point of did we need and looking at teams that probably wouldn't need it. It's kind of a weird mix of no but yes at the same time. We have a lot of characters that, a lot of teams that just scream we don't need. But at the same time, I get that differences had to be made because if not, we would have continued to get Future, God Key, probably even Sun Family units. And after a while, that would have gotten real. I don't like that they turned that to girls. I'm sorry, that always gets me that they turned it to girls. Like, look at the female warriors. They're not bad. In particular, someone carries. If I had her fully Zenkai, oh boy, we would be running PvP right now. But that's just my thing when it comes to Dragon Ball Legends at the moment. I believe that picking the people who need it, I don't know. I guess it's like they're not in the meta, and I guess that's a reason to do it. We can get out of this now. Might as well. I was like, let's see, what else? Sun Family, might as well. Sun Family. Broken. Completely broken. But it's kind of like, that's my thing about it. That's my big thing here about all this. Oh, Vegeta Family. Let's see how good Vegeta Family is. Oh. A lot of characters, but how many of them are actually going to be usable and actually viable in PvP at the moment? I'm not saying that you just leave it to the same amount of characters. I'm not saying that. Because if we do leave it to the same amount of characters, we're running into the same amount of stuff every single time. So what I'm just stating is this. Did we need the LF? This LF character. Or could we have done something for a different tag, which is the tag I probably really should have been looking at. What am I looking for? What's this? Oh, that's what they are. Oh, snap. I didn't even know this. Okay, that's actually really... I didn't know that. Okay, I didn't know that. Well, that's nice to know. I'm looking for one more to make an example. Okay, I know the Shadow Dragon thing just became a thing. I know that. Do they not have a movies tag anymore? I might pass it up and just not paying attention. That's fine. But that's all I was trying to state was just looking at the characters like this. That was it. Was just randomly looking through the character list. Randomly looking at the characters that we currently have at the moment and just simply stating, did we need this or could we have used that spot for somebody else? Or can we just, let's be real, rearrange the stuff we had to keep the flow going the best way possible? Because I still think, yes, he may be trash as can be, but I'm not gonna lie, he could have came out right after, what's the name? He could have came out, instead of when he came out, he could have came, instead of before anniversary, and just as a random LF character to just have, I think he could have came out a little bit. He could have came out the time when Gohan came out and would have pushed back some characters, yes, but it would have been better for him to come out at that time because that's when he would have been more needed than before it. Because at this point, I rarely even see him even in PvP, even in other PvP. Even when people use GT, I think a lot of people forget that he exists, and that's funny to say. They remember the other one, but don't remember him. But that's just all I'm saying. Do we really need this character? That's kind of what it all boils down to me. But that's just my thoughts on the matter. Other than that, he's going to be really good from what it looks like. But we'll see how it works. But other than that, enjoy the rest of your day. I got to go make some more videos. Bye.